Hello everybody, my name is Retroliser and welcome back to Soldiers Heroes of World War II, where we're moving on to the final chapter of The Wrath of the Tiger, which, amazingly enough, is named Liberation. Let's go and throw ourselves straight in.
At last, the German offensive, consisting of a single Tiger and just a handful of men, returned to Villers-Bocage. Although the outskirt defences were obliterated, the Allies had entrenched themselves within the town itself, and in the centre, the stricken number 222 Tiger lay surrounded by enemy tanks and heavy gun emplacements. The tank appeared to be in good condition, as though in their haste to fortify the town, the Allies had simply ignored it. The only chance the Germans had was to reach the abandoned Tiger and hope to repair it before the enemy was fully alerted. If they could accomplish this, then the chance lay open to drive the Allies from the town once and for all.
Well, that depends upon what the constitution and composition of the enemy forces. So, without further ado, let's go and throw ourselves straight into this mess. A single Tiger, hopefully going to multiply to 2. It's not going to end well at all, I promise you.
Villers-Bocage lies ahead once more. The Allies have fortified the town and called in armoured support following the decimation of the 4th Armoured Division. The Tiger remains in place, seemingly unnoticed by the Allies, as they are busy improving the defences.
Right, well if that's the case, then this is going to be absolutely easy. Let's begin. First things first. Bollocks. Knock out that 6-pounder gun. After all, the last thing I need is to be taking on these piss-poor excuses of anti-tank guns that they've opted to use, much to my annoyance. Chances are it's because the gaming programmers, Best Way, Codemasters I think it was, 1C Company, you know, the people responsible for this, did not opt to include the, what am I thinking of here? The 17-pounder anti-tank gun, which would pretty much demolish this tank, but... Uh-oh. Morning there, chap. Not a chance that you're going to be able to do anything to me. Good shot. Now then. We have ourselves another chap incoming, and he appears to have... Uh-oh. Nope. Phew. That was a close one. Now then. Next, there's a Matilda up ahead, which, once again, would not have been used during the Normandy campaign, to my knowledge. Although, I do believe that it may have been used in the Pacific, along with Churchill's. Alright, oi. You are not allowed to escape me. Anyway, in case any more approach from this direction, we'll wait here. Right. Not in the middle of the street. That'll be the last place to go. There we go. Now, we move onwards. Specifically, to start demolishing the rest of the defences in this place. Now, let's see what we've got. Ah. Intriguing. But of course, useless. Hello there. I see a Cromwell hiding there, and I've just fucking missed. There's also a Firefly heading towards us. However, it looks as if we are doing just fine. Spoke too soon. This is bad. Bloody hell. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. What the fuck? How did that thing survive? Well. Uh-oh. Better take out that infantry. If there is one thing that I fear, it's the infantry. Whew. Alright, there we go. Something must have happened to that tank if it's not doing anything. No matter. Bloody hell. This chap certainly got some thick armour on him. Or just really lucky. Spoke too soon. Ah. Got him. Alright. Next. Ah, shit. You're right on that score. There we go. Right. Hop out and fix this bastard up. After all, we need this tank up and running again. Now. Oh, that tank's still operational? That was unexpected. Damn. That tank's certainly proving its worth there, being able to survive thus far against a Tiger of all things with its 88mm gun of doom. Right, all the repairs done? Goody. Hop in. We have shit to do. We shall then put this thing out of its misery. Perfect. Who's next? Well, definitely that one. However, a quick use of this. There we are. And then, yep, knew that there was somebody in there. Meanwhile, you think I can be destroyed now? Nothing in the world can stop me now. I promise you. Meanwhile, what the hell's this? Oh, ooh. We have ourselves a special snowflake, have we? Well, if this tank wants to try and face me, it can face me head on. Let's roll. This Matilda is done for. Because back in the good old days of 1939 and 40, in the very beginning of this war, it was, well, the German anti-tank guns at the time, the Pak 37, was, quite frankly, useless against quite a number of British tanks and French ones too, due to the fact that the 37mm projectile just wasn't powerful enough to strike through most of the armour. Because usually, in regards to the British way of thinking, there were two types of tank: cruisers and infantry tanks. Infantry tanks were things like the Matilda, the Valentine, the Churchill, all great big slow lumbering beasts which had huge amounts of armour, and its purpose was to be a slow moving pillbox that would be able to completely destroy anything that attempted to fight it, and, well, essentially that act as a sledgehammer for the infantry. However, the one fatal weakness that was found in early war tanks, or at least infantry tanks, was that their guns were quickly outclassed by German armour, which is why they ended up creating such examples as this adding the 6-pounder gun to their tanks if possible. Specifically the Churchill, which had a turret that was capable of being, let me see, what was I going to say? Capable of being modified to accommodate it. The rest, like for example, the Matilda, was sadly unable to be, well, modified in such a way. But it didn't really matter because they were swiftly replaced by Churchills, Cromwells, and yes, the Cromwell, which we have another one right here, is an example of a cruiser tank. A cruiser tank instead puts, well, speed and mobility ahead of armour. And of course the issue for that means that if they end up in a tank fight, they get buggered quite violently. And so of course the concept of a main battle tank, which is essentially a mixture of heavy armour, mobility and weapon, you know, became the order of the day after the war, with examples like the T-34. Indeed, it's not your day, Sunshines. Indeed. Meanwhile, we have ourselves one last chap. Unsure where he is, though. Cheeky little bastard. Fuck it. Demolish the building. Boom. And bloody hell, he survived. No matter. We've gone and cleared out the entirety of the town, so, without further ado, get over to that Tiger and repair it. Actually, that is a good question. Do I have anything that can actually repair it? I do now. Alright, onwards and upwards. Now, I assume that we're going to have to defend the town. It's only natural that since we've just gone and spent all of this time demolishing every last trace of the British presence, it's only natural that they'll also attempt to regain what they've lost. Now, do you mind getting that turret back into its position? That's one of the main things that are bad about the Tiger. It's the fact that its turret is so big that its its turret traverse speed is fucking dreadful. Which is why I usually find it easier to just swing the entire tank around. Now then, someone here picked up, it would be this guy, a repair kit. Repair this bloody thing, and then hop in. Alright, glorious. Glorious progress. Wait, that's a Russian accent. But still. We're almost done. We shall have 2 delicious Tiger tanks at our disposal. In fact, there they are right now.
Command has just radioed in, reporting that a large group of Allied tanks has been sighted heading for the town. German reinforcements are on their way. However, if the Allies are not held back now, then the town will be lost to the enemy forever.
Right, well if that's the case, then let's see what our objectives are. Still just to repair the abandoned Tiger. Well, we're ready for whatever they wish to send against us. Alright, there we go. Then, swing this bastard round. Actually, what we should do is reverse up a bit. Because the last thing I need is to have any of these Tigers, well, ending up in the scrap heap. So, without further ado, rotate yourself. So, hold the town for the next 10 minutes. What do we have? Right, so we ensure that the centre of the town remains ours. Anything coming towards us? We have ourselves a truck and a half-track heading straight towards us. Well, not to worry. It's pretty much clear fields of fire here. Although, might want to swiftly reverse up. In fact, there we go. That car provides cover, and the last thing I need is to allow the enemy cover. Which, of course, in an urban environment, there is plenty. Now then, they're spreading out like rats. So, first things first, on our list is the destruction of any and all infantry. We can then knock out the tanks one by one. Good shot. Okay. They're trying to flank round the side. This is probably going to end up in a disaster. Open fire. Whew. Right, we have ourselves an incoming APC. That'll be easily destroyed in a moment. Spoke too soon. There we are. Now then. This church. There we go. This church. Uh-oh. Phew. Is, well, a true thorn in my side. Alright. Next. What do we have incoming? Sherman Firefly. No matter. Good shot, good shot. Reload and we'll be able to take on the rest. It's a good thing that they're only Shermans. Otherwise, I might be worried. Right. There you are. That must have... Nope. It struck the track, but didn't do crap against it. Meanwhile, it looks like another truck's approaching from behind. Ouch. Shit. Right. Keep yourself safe. Come on, destroy that fucking thing. This is bad. Or at least I think it's bad. Might not be. It depends. Right, here we go. That did not do shit. There we go. However, we have more infantry incoming. This is bad. Or at least I think it's bad. Shit. Missed again. Good show. The more tanks we destroy, well, the more rubble they're going to have to get past. Come on, son. Good shot. Now then. Morning, chap. Careful there. Meanwhile, there's another tank trying to come round the side. Not to worry. Watch this. Glorious progress. Oh, no you don't. You are not using that bazooka. And you are done for. Alright, 5 minutes until our reinforcements arrives. We need to quickly get you back up and running. Christ. No, this is good. Who's next? I can only assume they'll be sending another wave of tanks. Why they didn't just send them all at the same time is beyond me. There we go. And Now we quietly wait. Because I can only surmise that they'll be here soon enough. Although, just for completionist's sake, quickly go and slaughter them, and then just weave my way through this and destroy that truck, if possible. Preferably without causing too much trouble. Although I should have picked the other... Should have probably picked the other one, considering that this one's starting to run out of fuel just a bit. And it guzzles it. Anything coming? Apparently not. Peculiar. Oh well, no matter. If they're not going to... Uh-oh, spoke too soon. There you are, you cheeky little shits. You want a battle? I'll give you one. Right, that didn't do anything, but... That's down and out now. Here we go. Beautiful.
Oh my lord.
Alright. Meanwhile, there's another Sherman heading up here. Time to go and take that out. Spoke too soon. I missed and hit an infantryman instead. Alright, we've been hit. Not good. Shit. Not good. Bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. We're done for. Shit! Everybody out. Bail out. Come on, Vietman. Run for it. This tank's fucked. We've lost our tank. Ain't that just bloody grand? Well, one Tiger versus, what have we got? Sherman, Sherman and Sherman. Oh, we'll be fine. However, that was painful to watch. At least Vietman survived. That's all that matters at the moment. Good shot. There we go. Slaughter the rest. And then take out this one. Beautiful. Alright. All that's left now is that Sherman over there. Well, I'm going to go and head it off at the pass and then, well, demolish it with this glorious work of German engineering. Glorious progress. It didn't work. No matter. That, on the other hand, did. Is that it? I do believe it is. Phew. And look, here's our reinforcements coming in. Let's see what we've got. 2 Panthers, beautiful, and a Sturmgeschütz 40G. Meanwhile, we have ourselves another incoming truck. Not like it matters. As soon as it turns onto this road, we shall destroy them. Or not. There we go. Beautiful. Glorious. And now let's go and see what the summary is.
Not until March 1945, in collaboration with the Russians, did the Allies finally break the formidable German war machine. Wittmann and his men had become legends. They had begun with only a handful of tanks, defeated an entire Allied tank division and severely hampered the enemy's efforts in Villers-Bocage. Despite losing several of their soldiers, and with only one tank which had broken down, they endured against overwhelming odds, recapturing the Tiger and single-handedly securing the town. This was a major setback to the British, who were unable to reach Caen until July 8, a whole month after they had planned to. Even though they had hold of the strategic Villers-Bocage, they were twice humiliated and driven back, unable to storm the village, and by just a handful of German heroes. This brilliance, courage, and determination bought the Germans some much-needed time, allowing them to extend the resistance and stop the Allies at the Rhine in the autumn.
Beautiful. Well, with that, it is of course time to go and end it there, for we have run out of time and we've come to the end of the campaigns that have been provided for us in Soldiers, Heroes of World War II. Fun times, fun times. Great game. Mwah. But then of course I'm a fan of its successor, the Men of War series, so obviously I was going to like this one. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go and watch more, do please check out the selection boxes on my left, or go to the channel itself. There is plenty more to be seen. Thank you very much once more for watching, and of course from me, ta-ta!